Good afternoon, students of EDU101. This is the first time I've talked to you, and I trust all is well with you. I understand we have 6 students. I've only actually heard from 2 of you on the news forum, so the rest of you please get online and introduce yourselves. This afternoon I'd like to go through a few instructions, if you will, for how to study and succeed in EDU 101. So, as I have said, we've got 6 students and 2 have introduced themselves so far. I'm looking forward to the other 4. If you haven't discovered Education Homeroom yet, please go there and particularly look at the forum. You may have missed some posts. I'd love you to have a read of what's on there. That is the central place for all Alphacrucis education students, so please make yourself familiar with the Education Homeroom. You need to set up a regular study routine. If you don't, I predict you'll be in a mess. And it's particularly important in this subject because we have 2 assignments very close and imminent. We've got one this Sunday and one on the 20th of March, 2 weeks later. Yes, 2 weeks later. So it's a bit heavy up front, but that will get us into a good routine for the future, I trust. So get yourself into a routine a little and often. You don't have to put in hours. That would be tedious and unproductive. If you're one of these people with a phone that you can access on the bus, I don't mean when driving, on the bus with earphones, then that would be a good place to start, or on the train. As of today, the echo recordings are up from 2015. I know they were recorded from EDU101, but the content is the same, and I urge you to get into them. You can skip them and study them as you need to. They all go in sequence and they're labelled, so you should find your way around the echo recordings quite easily, I hope. On the front page of this Moodle page, you will find a reference to a film, a French film, Être et Avoir, made in 2002. Do have a look at the trailer, and if you can, get hold of the film or somehow or other watch it. It is full of inspiration for what it is to be a teacher and all that that entails. This film takes the story of a single teacher school in the High Massif Central in France. It takes a whole range of ages and abilities, sees them through primary school, and finally the teacher sends them on their way into high school. It's incredibly moving, incredibly inspirational. I highly recommend it to you. Okay, you will notice on the Moodle page that there are 7 sections. They're all based on the parts of this course, which come from Jenny Bickmore-Brown's model of the Teacher's Helix, Educational Helix. They're a bit arbitrary, those 7 sections, but that doesn't matter at all. You'll find the 7 sections capture the key points of the foundations of learning and teaching. So I recommend them to you. You'll find they come up throughout the echo, they come up all through the PowerPoints. They are a great tool for organising our material. There's no intent that you should spend a week on number 1, a week on number 2, nothing like that at all. They're simply unequal parts, but all 7 are important. You'll find that the second section on the Moodle page, the study resources, has all 4 PowerPoints. Now they're not all equally long. Number 1 is the longest, number 4 is by far the shortest, but you can work through the PowerPoints. It might work for you, or it might work better going through the echo recordings. That's up to you, but find a routine that is successful for you. You'll notice on the Moodle page that there are some non-assessed assessments. Sounds a little bit odd, but I encourage you to get into them. There are 2 videos to watch, and you'll enjoy getting your head into those, I hope. Now, this coming Sunday, you need to write 100 words, which is not a lot. It's a paragraph, a short paragraph. Your reflection on Paul Freire's chapter, which is this week's reading. You might find his work, his reading, a little hard to access. Well, the point is, it's a translation from his own language, his native tongue, so some of the language might be a bit difficult, but I encourage you to persevere and get the general feel for what is he saying. Week 2 is all about Hedley Bear's work, which happens to be the key text for your main essay due on 20th of March. So you'll find that the forum posts and the essay due 20th of March are all synchronized, and you'll find that you're saving yourself a lot of time by doing them together. Okay, any questions you have about your study, put them in a news forum, not in the forum posts. They're for the academic content. So any questions about your study, any questions about anything, there's no question too small or too big to put in the news forum. Also, I've referred to Zoom US, which is it's a slightly different version of Skype, but it works better for a group. And I'm going to try and set up in the next week or so a Zoom session where I hope as many of you as possible will be able to log in and listen to and participate in a discussion we have online, wherever you are in the world. It's going to be a challenge to work out the best time, so I'll probably do a poll and ask you to respond on the news forum as to will this date or will that time be suitable. We've got to bear in mind that we've got a student from Western Australia, and it's going to be interesting to get the time zones sorted out. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. I wish you all the best. I'm so excited to have you on board, and I can't wait to hear from you. Bye for now.